are two completely different things.
And that's what we're saying.
Your feelings are important.
And that's
but
what
when
we're
it comes
saying.
to the bigger picture, I don't
It's
give a
completely
fuck
different.
about your feelings. Are you going to do this shirtless?
I am, yeah.
Why not?
What does it matter? So anyway, I really
Okay, hold on. Do re mi fa sol la ti do ti la sol fa mi re do re mi
Can black people be racist?
Yes.
That is the topic of the conversation.
That is the question, and I'm curious because right now in America, racism is probably the most talked about thing. Racism and Bitcoin is probably the most talked about fucking thing ever.
As it should be, honestly.
I need to, and it's like, I feel really weird, right? Coming from a white person, because I'm curious about the black experience.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What made you even like think of the question, can black people be racist? What made you did you have any personal experiences?
That's a good question. Yes, I have, and because I have heard people say that they can't.
Interesting.
And I heard first the term reverse racism. And reverse racism is probably the most foolish term I've ever heard in my life.
What is reverse racism?
Something that doesn't exist. It is a term used by white people to constitute the reaction that we have towards their wrongdoings. Now, honestly, to blatantly just answer your question, as I did in the beginning, yes.
Yes?
Black people can be racist.
Why do you say that?
Because so with you're from a different lineage. You're true African.
Yes.
Like, you're not.
Yeah.
You're
Straight
not,
from the motherland.
exactly.
Yeah.
You're African. You're not
Yes.
black.
Yeah.
You're African.
Yes.
Like,
so I do bring a different perspective.
Exactly.
Right.
It's two completely different. Like once you got here, you experienced it, but it's like you don't have your parents aren't instilling things that my parents are.
That is a good point.
So it's like, one, black people hate Mexicans. Real shit. Like, I don't. All my people don't. We cool because we're all minorities, but there is a extreme divide between Mexicans, Latinos, whatever it may be, and black people. We both view each other as either.
Well, hold on a second.
Competition, or
No,
I want to hear. I
not
want him to hear.
Not
I want to hear
even.
what he's saying.
So a lot of the times, all right, I'll use colorism as an example because colorism is a form of racism. I'll just say.
What exactly is colorism for those that don't know?
So colorism, all right, you see how I'm one shade and Fonkou is another shade. Basically, it kind of started around slavery times where you had the field slaves and you had the house slaves. The house slaves were lighter. They were closer looking to white people. They had the traits, the pointier noses, the lighter eyes, the fairer skin, and the better hair. Well, sorry, not better. Different. More like Caucasian hair.
And the Caucasians were the supremacists at the time.
Exactly.
So just because, anyway, keep going.
Exactly. No, because
so
you're on the right
colorism
track.
is really I don't even know.
It's an extension.
The thing is, the one thing that I cannot disavow is that this is a white supremacist country. This country was founded on a white supremacy. They took this land from Native Americans. They're like, we're better than you. You don't understand what the fuck you're doing. We're going to take this land and we are going to create what we want on it. And then they went to Africa. I'm pretty sure Africans sold their people to us and we probably took some. It's probably both.
So I would say it was kind of that's how it started. I mean, because in Africa, he can give more insight on this, but in Africa, they're not unified. They've been occupied and conquered for centuries. France has some of it. That's why this motherfucker speaks French. Britain has some of it. Portugal has some of it. And then you have places like Egypt that don't even really associate with Africa.
That's true. They're more Middle Eastern.
Exactly. But it's in Africa. They're fucking African.
Forget about that.
Exactly. Because they don't associate. And so when colonizers came along, so the idea of brown people being used for heavy labor actually came from French colonists, if I'm not mistaken, in Haiti. what's the guy's name? Toussaint Louis.
Something like that.
So there was a guy who led a revolution in Haiti.
Was he black?
Mm-hmm. He was the first one, like
Against
ever.
the colonizers.
Mm-hmm. And he won. And freed the nation of Haiti. Now, that was based off like French Revolution and America's Revolution. Like it was all kind of happening at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
America's Revolution really spawned a lot of other things.
But anyway, so this guy broke free from the colonization.
But that was way before. But in like the 1400s, think Christopher Columbus. All right, when they first started coming over, you actually had French people, you had Nordic people like Vinland, in like the Iceland area that was fucking North
Vinland
America.
or Finland?
Vinland. Vinland was an area that Leif Erikson, the Viking explorer, he found way back when in Viking times.
What color was he?
He was white. He was a Viking.
Okay,
he was from Norway.
I just want it in context.
So this is all European exploration. So this is like Norway area. They're up in like Iceland, Greenland, and that's directly connected to North America.
Got it.
So they came right over like a couple month voyage. They went to Vinland. That was North America. So like Europeans have been touching North America for centuries. Just kind of like they were here before Christopher Columbus.
Yes.
Christopher Columbus was kind of just like the big
Yeah.
big boom.
Oh, because he did the long distance run.
And it's
marathon.
crazy because everybody who has touched America in early times did that shit by accident. That
Wow,
motherfucker,
that is funny.
Christopher Columbus was going to India. That's why he called Native Americans Indians.
Happy little accident.
Literally.
Bob Ross.
Okay, so the question here, is,
Thank you.
can black people be racist?
Yes.
Now, I feel like before we even start that conversation or go deeper into
Yeah.
it, we all need to define what we define as racist.
Okay.
I think that's
and
a really
racism.
That's a
and
brilliant point.
let's forget what the formal definition is, because
Yeah.
these days everybody has their own. So much has happened within the last couple of years that it's like, whoa. Okay, so what is racism? How do you define racism?
Okay. I define racism as believing in the hierarchical categorization of people based on racial
Lines.
on racial oh my god
Identity.
descriptions on racial
because
racial qualities.
It's hard to find a word for that because race doesn't exist.
Yes.
That's how I
That's
feel.
it, yeah.
But no, my friend actually told me, like, his name's Tyree. I've known him for a long time. He's like, you can't say that race doesn't exist because I have black pigment in me.
Yes.
And so melanin literally is something that white people do not
guys,
possess.
guys,
So to say that there is absolutely no difference
No.
between black people and white people, that is not true. So that's what so it's like he brought it to me. I thought race wasn't really real with the human race, but I guess it's a breaking of down.
I think it's best if you give your definition of racism.
Well, I did give
and
mine.
then he does
Okay,
it,
well,
and I
then-
do it, and then we'll go from there.
I want to hear yours, but I want you to answer whether you think black people can be racist.
No. We're not there yet. First, finish describing what you mean by racist.
What do I think racist is? I believe it is, okay.
And also give an example.
I believe it is. Fuck, that's tough.
From your opinion, don't think too hard about it. What is racism to you?
Yeah, so basically just remove everything that people have told you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So think for yourself. Like if you just, all right, do this. Think of a situation.
What has happened to me?
Exactly. Think of a situation that you have come across that, and
You
it's
view it
okay
as
if you
racist.
can't, like genuinely, because that will be another form of perspective that we're trying to form here. But genuinely try to think of an occasion where somebody has either thought differently of you, spoken to you differently, or treated you differently because you are white.
Wait, negatively?
Of course.
Oh wait. Actually, that's very important.
Anyway,
wait.
Because there is.
This is. Wait a minute. This is a new. Hold on a second. Because my definition is believing in the hierarchical categorization of it. It does not mean that it has to be a negative thing.
Exactly.
It is literally a blanket term for an idea.
Exactly.
That's what it is. So it's like so by that means if someone thinks something of me and they're judging me based on my skin color,
That's racist.
that is racist. They are. And so that doesn't have to be negative. So that's the thing that I think that a lot of people don't understand is that if you are saying that someone cannot be racist, oh my God, I lost it.
Okay, so is that your definition of racism? The higher,
you're getting kind of deep.
you know,
Oh my God.
you know,
Yeah.
put
Alright.
it, yeah. Okay, you go.
So so what you're saying is it's a belief that people are categorizing themselves in a different like levels of hierarchy based off of their appearance.
So
or
that's his
their-
opinion.
In general,
That's his opinion.
in general, there's a hierarchy
Yeah.
and meaning to your skin color.
So
Okay.
a caste system basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Okay,
Now,
thank
what is
Glenn
your
coming in all the
definition
real.
then of racism?
So racism, I believe, is a construct. It is a societal sort of fabrication that was brought about to justify superiority of one group of people.
Okay, we know
over-
this. We know this.
Wait
This
a
is
minute.
history.
Wait,
No,
dude,
no,
but
I
cutting him
know, I
off.
know exactly.
But what does it mean to you?
That is exactly what it means to me. I'm gonna get to it.
He says
So,
it's the creation, not an
So it's
observation.
fake.
Oh my god, dude, I had to say it. It's an observation.
It is a fabrication.
Oh wow! If you believe in the hierarchical system, that means you feel like you're observing something true.
Yep.
If you do not believe in that, then do you know what I mean by that? It feels like you're observing, or you're creating a thing that's not really there. Is there a difference between races? And if you believe that there is, that means you are racist.
Interesting.
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 Okay, so again,
Mhm.
if I understand you correctly, your definition of racism is that it's all made up.
It is a fabrication to support an idea
An
of
idea.
superiority.
Yes. Okay, now it's my turn. Give us an example, by the way, because he gave us an example. I don't want to it could be anything.
I mean, the creation of black and white
Okay.
that doesn't
Okay.
exist.
Okay.
Why do we hold black and white? Like we're okay with being like, hey, you guys are black,
Because that's just what it is.
and
now,
I'm
bro.
white, and you call an Asian person, that guy's yellow. He's gonna hit you in the face.
That's because that's just what it is now, bro.
We like this polarization.
No, we don't.
Well, why do we keep using it?
Because what else are we going to use, dog? We have centuries upon centuries.
What
of
do we
being-
feel the need to use it?
Exactly.
Why?
See, because I mean,
Identity. We need to have a
identity,
sense of self.
Exactly. And so here's the thing about the black. All right, pause.
Yes, thank you.
List your definition.
Thank you.
'cause
You're
we're kinda
getting scot free on this.
'cause
You're
we're
paying
kinda-
attention.
Yeah, because we have a lot of things.
Yeah, we can go, guys. We need to make sure because we can go off rails with this conversation
I
so
got it.
easily.
I got
So
you.
let's keep it
This guy
structured.
coming in hard.
No,
Yeah.
let's keep it structured, and you
No, for
cannot get your emotions lead the way.
Yeah.
Logic.
Emotions are important, but
Yeah, but
I'm just getting high and listening to
Yeah.
you guys talking, but I'm like, oh my god, wait, this is the podcast.
hmm
Okay, so Fonkou, what is yours?
okay. I think my definition of racism pretty much is I think it's a combination of what both of you guys said. Like it's a made up construct. It's not really real. Like you made a point. You said that if somebody believes that there's white and black, then that kind of have to make, if you have the perception of the world, that automatically just kind of makes you racist. So yeah, I believe that it is made up. But I think here's where I kind of like veer off a little bit. It is a made up concept, right? Like it's like there's no difference between me and you, for example. Even though I'm black and you're white, there's really not such a huge
Besides
difference.
age- okay, yeah.
Real quick,
Yeah,
though.
There is.
beside climate, where we grew up
Exactly.
and how we grew up and all of that. So for me, then
That's a lot.
Well, that's a lot.
Honestly, not really. So
Not really. No, at the end of the day, no, because we are all humans.
Okay, I'm
you
sorry,
breathe
I'm
the
cutting
same
you
way
off.
I do, but the way I veer off at the point, at the level where, yes, it did start as a fake, not a real thing, but now
yep, it's
you can
solidified.
touch it.
Literally,
You can
It's
feel
almost
it.
tangible.
It's when I walk outside,
right in
it's
front of you.
there.
It's observable.
So it's real now. Like it's not even a concept
But at the
anymore.
same time, it's only real because we believe it to be real.
Yes, it took centuries. That's why I believe that racism takes centuries. It's not something that
does.
just
Happens,
happens.
yes.
No.
It's
It's
taught.
a systematic,
It is learned.
intentional thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's my definition of racism. So yeah, it might not be real. There might not be an innate difference between you and I, but you are white and I am black, and that is real now. It should not be real, but it is real. And if I don't believe that, if I don't live my life knowing that, I'm in trouble.
That's very true.
Because there are many things that you can do that I cannot afford to do. There are many things that you can say that I cannot afford to say. And if I don't know that,
Like
I'm
what?
fucked.
What can you not say that I can't?
For example, for example, a lot of white people think it's so cool to dress poor. A lot of white people think it's so cool to dress hippie. But if I dress poor and I dress hippie and I go into a store, they will call the police, and that has happened to me before.
It's very interesting.
But when you're white,
That is
but if you're white, they don't think about it that much because it's a white person, it's a white guy. So but if you're black, if I look poor and I'm black, oh hell no. That's why I make sure that I always try to look my best, because I know that I already have targets on my back just based on the color of my skin. So if I have to look a certain way, because if I don't, and I have to talk a certain way, right now the way I'm speaking is so controlled because I know white people are watching. And so I have to act a certain way.
Wait, I'm just confused what kind of way that you were talking about. What kind of way do you feel like you have to portray yourself in? Your best light?
No.
Then what is this?
No. It means that
similar.
I have to act in the way that white people have constructed the world to be
How
and
do
behave.
you want to act?
Well,
I'm confused by that.
So
How would you rather act?
let me kind of contradict that, because the way that white people, Caucasians, whatever, have kind of constructed their view, their perspective of how we operate, is not in a good light. If you were trying to live as they assumed you did,
Yeah, that will not.
Exactly.
No, I'll be a nigga.
exactly. So it's like all right, I'm gonna touch back. So allow me like a solid, like kind of like a minute and a half to just I'm gonna just break something down real quick. So basically, all right, so what he says, right?
Learning.
Our perspective of how we portray ourselves, like I touched on colorism, and I'm about to get real, just raw and real here.
That's what
I'm tired of saying fucking
any,
slave.
Yeah.
You had house niggas and you had fucking field niggas, all right?
Yeah.
And the house niggas was in there, and genuinely it was the most disgusting thing ever, because the only reason house niggas existed is because slave masters went and raped the slave women. That's how.
Yeah. So originally it started from them loving the dark chocolate.
Not even. It's they didn't like it. They didn't find it appealing. It was their property, and they did what they want.
Okay, well, personally, I think that there's a couple of things to that. I think that you can't sit there and try to dissect a mentality of someone that felt like, for all, like, think about this. Abraham Lincoln probably was in love. With someone, and she was probably black.
I'm sorry. Let me just stop you there. Abraham Lincoln didn't give a fuck about black people.
No, he didn't. No, he was a fake.
Abraham Lincoln did not give a single rat's ass. That nigga was quoted saying if he could have won the Civil War without freeing a single slave, he would have.
He's fake.
He's bullshit, bro.
Just like Hillary Clinton.
Anywho, so basically, like, and like genuinely.
Well, what I was trying to say is, I just know that there's some. I'm not trying to be like.
Yeah, it's been there for like a solid fucking.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just.
I just know that there were some of, like, in that situation. I just got to say, you can't say that the man didn't feel something for that woman just because of the racial a barrier between them. Even if it was in that moment of time, there's always been love, and love always finds a way. And if you believe that never was felt, then that means that you don't think that we're meant to be together.
I'm not believing that it was never felt. And like, yes, those things are occurring and everything. All right, but two things real quick. One,
think about how awesome mixed kids are.
We're amazing. We're amazing. I am wonderful. But two things real quick, like on some real shit. One, you don't know shit about what happened back then.
Well, yeah, but
like,
I do as much as you do.
Oh, no, you don't. I've done my research, because what they tell you on the front, what they even tell you behind the front, bro, nah. No, it's like it really had honestly got, like, when I say property, I mean property. Like we were treated as if we were just like the worthless piece of fabric that you didn't even want. And it's like, I mean, we were subject to everything. And so, like, yes, there probably was the one-off occasion where somebody, like, honestly, Thomas Jefferson probably loved all them black women because he had so many motherfucking kids by him. But, like, I'd say a solid 80% of the time, it was pure control, pure power. I mean, we were viewed as animals, bro. Like it's not even, that's not an exaggeration. It's not an extension. It's not a hyperbole. Like they looked at us and they did not see a human. Mm-hmm. They saw something that they could do whatever the fuck they wanted to, including rape and kill. And so I genuinely, I love your optimistic perspective, because it shines a bright light.
I agree that that is so detrimental. All I gotta say, being Jewish, is I understand a little bit of what it's like to be judged and subjected to.
But it's not the same.
Okay. Wait a minute.
See, that's where
it's a completely different thing.
It is different. So why are you comparing?
Listen. All right, but hold.
We have to compare.
Pause.
It's very important to find a distinction.
Because I'm about to throw something in here that's gonna fuck with you. It's the same.
It's not the same.
What,
the events,
the Holocaust, and the intense oppression always.
The length. Listen. The length of the occasions. Okay, the length of the occasions. The
marathon versus the sprint.
Exactly.
Jews have been oppressed systematically, marathoni
from
thousands the conception
of years.
Them.
No, genuinely, no, real shit.
From the beginning,
real shit. Okay,
that was the oppressed people.
The only people Egyptians enslaved were Jewish people. Okay, like.
The Cossacks kicked us out of Russia.
And so
that's so. And
what we see now,
it does not compare or even compare.
The Holocaust happened, and they literally listen to me when I say that there was less than 2% of the Jewish people on the planet. I swear to God, less than 3%.
He's not kidding, but
less than 3% of Jewish people on the planet as a race of people, and how many?
It's not a race.
So if you're trying to compare, look at the detriment. The Holocaust literally.
Okay,
I don't think that you understand. I don't think that you understand. Please let me talk for 1 second. I'll try to calm down.
Go ahead.
All right, just let me say. I don't think that you understand how.
I do.
Well, that's rude. I'm still talking. I don't think that you understand how oppressive and detriment and
I do.
And wounding and cutting off of limbs of a whole civilization from the Holocaust. The Holocaust literally mutilated
Hitler,
a civilization.
I do. I understand all of that. It still does not come close to the plight of
what he's talking
black people.
About. All right,
it's older though. Ours goes.
It might be older.
When he's talking,
but it doesn't come close.
He's not talking about slavery.
No, we should compare tragedies.
He's not talking about slavery at this point.
I'm not talking about slavery at this point.
We've kind of broken off. He's talking about the entire. Yeah, we hit a big. Y'all got like.
Look at the bigger picture.
Emotional. All right,
dumb emotional. You're right.
Yeah, I'm not emotional. I'm just speaking based on facts.
Man, boy, you're
not listening, Fonkou.
I am listening.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
What am I not listening
to? Fonkou, please. All right, give me 45 fucking seconds, dog. Because you done cut this nigga off about 6 fucking times because you got upset. All right? One.
Listen to him, please.
Plights cannot be fucking compared. That is, one, disrespectful to the people that have died, suffered, and have been mutilated.
Okay,
listen,
second, please.
Listen, they can be referenced, okay? They can be talked about. But everybody has their own individual battle, their own individual struggle. We go through our shit, they go through their shit.
No, completely different.
Like, I'm not saying
completely different.
Listen to me.
Everyone's just different.
Listen to me.
About it.
And our fight is
You're not listening.
It's on another planet.
You're not listening. You're not.
I am listening.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Because one thing that you really have not taken into account is people outside of the black community. We are so oppressed and absorbed in our own society that we do not see white people doing it to everybody else. We may have been the ones that have been here from jump, that have been mutilated on this land for a couple hundred years from jump, okay? Like real shit. And it's been everlasting and ever extending. But like genuinely, broski, genuinely, before the civil rights movement, before people were paying attention to us, they were fucking up everybody else because
Asian
Christian,
people.
no, they weren't even here, dog. the Christian
I don't think he understands
religion,
how deep the Jews have been persecuted.
I do.
So all right.
You don't.
No, because like, all right, listen.
But it doesn't matter. So anyway,
Exactly. No,
it doesn't matter.
No,
Who
because
said that?
it doesn't matter. I don't want to talk about that.
The
I'm not going to
perspectives-
compare tragedies. I think it's a waste of time.
The perspectives don't matter because the
If
perspectives
you-
will never be the same.
Okay, can I explain my side?
Yes,
And
please
why
do.
I-
Why are you playing the game of who is bleeding more? You're both bloody.
Exactly.
Somebody's bleeding more.
No.
And so what? What are you going to do about it?
So,
But here's okay,
So
can I
what are you going to
speak?
do about it?
Can I speak then?
I'm just curious. What does that mean?
I know.
Okay, can I
And look,
speak?
so this is hitting
Can
on
I
a
speak?
topic for you.
Can I
Let's
speak?
Just
I need to
let's
calm
take,
down.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's just take
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Just take a breather. We're good. We're good.
Keep talking.
Well, I need you to come back because I'm really addressing you. So take your time.
Because there's a I will say this, there is a big disconnect in America when it comes to because America is so young, dog. America's young as fuck. Okay, Europe and Africa are not. All right, you can say that because your people have been going through it for fucking centuries. His people have been going through it for centuries. Neither of our groups
Not
of
the
people.
same.
Dog, listen to me.
Perspective is everything.
Listen to me, okay? Please.
Yeah, that's my perspective. It's not the
Listen,
same.
exactly. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. We are going to label that as your opinion because
course. It's
genuinely, like, if we look at history, if we look at timetables, if we because what's happening in America literally needs to be disconnected from the rest of the world. It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It is a new creation of just utter bullshit that has been manifested based off of all the other shit.
The darkest
Europe
dreams and the
has-
craziest fantasies of a fucking
Literally.
of everyone. Usually the white guys because they're fucking here and they came here and it's white supremacist.
Okay.
And so
So in America, what I was just trying to say, let's bring it back a little bit to black people and why I even fucking wanted to ask the question.
okay.
I wanted to ask the question because I found it wrong and more boxing in to say that a black person cannot be racist because that means that because some people say it's systemic racism and there's a lot of different, and what I'm trying to say is perspective is everything because everyone has a different definition of racism at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I think that that's something that's important to note is that right now is the moment in time where we are creating a new lexicon. We are creating a new way that we are going to be communicating on. And look at what's happening with gender. Look at what's happening with gender. And it's like and sex and race. And so everyone's trying to define things. So what I'm trying to say is that when it comes to the term racism, I think that there is a difference between institutionalized racism and racism. And in America, I will admit that black people cannot experience institutionalized. Actually, I don't know. Is affirmative action institutionalized
Well,
racism?
can I feel
Anyway,
like,
I was just trying to say that
I feel
there's
like,
a difference between the individual and the collective.
I feel like I've been badly perceived so far.
And I want to
and I've not
empower
been
people
really
to believe in
understood.
themselves and be able to think that they're good enough to be racist.
Okay. Now, let me tell you why I think that black people cannot be racist. Right. And I'm going to tie in with the Jewish thing and everything. So please try not to stop me because this is a statement that I'm making and I'm going to go with it as I go because I don't have it firmly in my mind. But black people cannot be racist. Why? You actually mentioned the difference between institutionalized racism and just casual racism. Just the idea that if I'm black, I think I'm superior than you. To me, the second one really doesn't matter at all. If you step out there and somebody calls you a cracker or whatever, or if I step out there and somebody call me a nigger or whatever, it might offend me for a second, but that doesn't matter to me at all. What truly matters to me is the legalized, I should just say, which is legal. I mean, it's legal to kill black people in the street and they get away with it. That to me is what I call real, actual racism. That to me is like look at the prison population, for example. Is it surprising to anyone the idea that more people who are in prison right now tend to be black or minorities in a country that was built on putting those same people down? And like you said, literally comparing them to animals. Is it surprising? And it's like we talk about Black Lives Matter, but nobody wants to address that situation. That it turns out that the majority of people in prisons right now are in prison because of petty things like selling weed, that is now legal, and it's mostly black people. And also, here's the difference between the black plight and the Jewish plight. And I'm not saying that any pain is greater than the other. Of course, we all experience it differently. Like my pain is greater than your pain, or any day. Like my toothache is a greater pain than a country of children starving. But here's the difference between the black plight and the white plight. You're not black, Ethan. Ethan, your last name is very Jewish. But if you ever really want to succeed in America without any of the racism that are against Jewish people, all you have to do is change your last name. And many people in America, especially in Hollywood or other big places, have done that. I've read the stories, I've read the cases. They've done it. They changed their last name, and bingo, bam, bada boom, bada bam.
Everyone changes.
They are white.
Everyone changes the last name.
But I cannot change my skin color. It goes with me everywhere I go. So
there's qualities to a Jewish person. So they actually have larger noses.
No, but hold on a second.
Usually
you can get surgery. You can get surgery.
Okay.
You can get surgery.
Okay.
You can get surgery.
You're saying that I can.
To me. If you
yeah.
didn't tell me in the street, I would never look at you and that guy is Jewish.
Okay.
You're white.
Hey, okay.
You are white.
Fonkou, listen to me.
I'm not done. That alone. That difference alone, which should be so small, becomes so much greater. It trumps the anything that is against Jewish people. Here in America, now we can go back in history and go in other places in the world and see how maybe Jewish people are treated worse.
Okay. Let me. Okay.
If we are
specifying America,
we of course we have to.
Hold on,
because I haven't lived anywhere else.
Okay.
You haven't lived anywhere else, so we have to speak about America. Because when we talk about black people, we're talking about America. When we're talking about African Americans, we're talking about America. So of course, I cannot focus on Israel, on Palestine or Israel right now. I've never been there. But what I know about America is that here in America, there is a huge difference in the suffering of Jewish people in America and black people in America, and I think that's just a fact.
Okay, I hear you. What I was going to say is that I think you don't understand how personal, how intricate, and how hurtful it is when, as a white person, you get in with someone, you get to be really good friends with them, and this is a story that happened to me. So and all of a sudden they find out you're Jewish, and they treat you different, and they look at you like you. No. You let me talk, okay? I'll let you. And they look at you like you're completely different and below them. And the worst person, not only that, you killed their Christ. They hate you. They hate you. They hate you and think that you are using them. They hate you and think that you are doing the worst. And they assume the absolute worst of you because you are Jewish. When I was over at my friend's house, and I guess he's from some Middle East place, and I did a music video for him, and he loved it, and we were such good friends, and I was making a good friend, and all of a sudden, like, I'm in his apartment, and he says some Jewish joke. I'm like, yo, dude, I'm Jewish. He's like, really? No, you're not. And I was like, yeah, man, I'm Jewish. He's like, no, you're not, man. I'm like, yeah, dude, I am. He's like, man, no, you're not. I'm like, dude, and I take out my chai necklace, that means life in Hebrew, and I take it out, and I'm like, I fucking am. He's like, oh. Well, shit. We can still be friends, though.
But you cannot compare that to the black plight, whatever. It's not the same thing.
My individual. Hey, listen to me. My individual plight. Listen to me. My individual plight cannot be compared to a whole group of people, and your individual plight cannot be compared to a whole group of people either. We are one, and we cannot compare ourselves to a group of many.
The question here is, can black people be racist? My answer is no, because from a distance, a cop is 10 times more likely to shoot me than you. And that's a fact, Ethan. Like, I don't care how you feel about that. Yours is on a religious level. You can become Christian if you want to. You can become Christian if you want to. You can get surgery on your nose if you want to. You can change your name if you want to.
Please, Fonkou. I'm cutting you off.
Glenn,
I am
his turn.
cutting you the fuck off. Oh my fucking God. You have just ranted emotionally for the past like 5 minutes.
This is not based on emotion.
Okay, wait.
Yes,
wait.
listen.
Glenn's
All right,
turn.
so, but real talk.
If I actually got emotional, you gotta be scared.
I have been silent and listening for a reason. Okay,
Yes.
I've been listening to this back and forth that has had nothing to fucking do with the topic at hand.
No,
okay.
what I'm saying has everything to do.
Yes,
Black people cannot be racist.
Yes, okay,
How?
yes.
In what way?
Listen, Fonkou, god damn. I'm fucking black too, bro.
Is there a white version
Like,
of Emmett Till?
Nigga.
Is there a white version of Martin Luther King?
Of course there's not a fucking...
Is there?
No,
Do we know
nigga,
about it?
Because
Where?
we live in America.
Right.
Oh my fucking
But
God,
if someone,
bro.
if a black person yells, I hate white people, they all suck.
Everybody-
If they do that,
That's just
so
a stupid nigga.
okay, I'm
being
sorry.
prejudiced.
Okay,
That's not
okay.
racism.
This is going
look at me.
nowhere.
Look at me.
This is going nowhere.
Please talk.
Can y'all calm down?
Yes, sir.
I am calm.
No, you're not.
He's a
No, you're
mediator.
not. The immediate denial, okay? I'm gonna need you to accept your emotional level at the moment and ride with it, okay? You have become emotional because we are having an emotional conversation.
I am
Actualize
actually
it.
not emotional
Listen,
right now. I just speak with complete passion.
And exactly.
That's not emotion.
Passion is emotion. What the fuck?
Well, that's not what the way you're saying emotion is like I'm getting like.
I don't attach negative connotations
My
to
arguments
my
are based on the things that I've read.
Exactly.
And it's not based on emotion.
It's based off your life and your passion and your
No,
experience.
no. My arguments are not based on just my life and my experiences. They're based on
I didn't say just.
and research.
I didn't say just, bro.
They're just based on research.
What
It's
if-
all
I didn't-
research.
Exactly. So listen.
How many times has a
Oh my
Jewish
God.
person been
Oh my
shot by the
fuck.
police?
Okay, hold on. Let's not
How
talk about
many
Jewish
times
right now.
Have Jewish people been shot by the police?
Dog, that sets you off and it doesn't even matter.
I think that
That's why I'm saying that you're getting emotional.
I think-
because the
I
whole
think
Jewish thing doesn't even
comparative
matter.
trauma
But it
does not
adds-
help.
Bro, you just got upset by the fact that he said we can't compare it. All right, leave it at that, homie. He has his opinion. You have your opinion, dog. We're squash that shit. I'm like, cause I'm about to get real ignorant on you, dog. Squash that shit. It's fucking unnecessary, homie.
But I think it's part of the conversation.
It's not. The question,
Yes, it
the
is.
question was, can black people be racist? Not, can they fucking be compared, dog? Those are two completely
that's
different
fake.
conversations.
He brought
All right,
that
cool,
in,
that's on him.
which I thought was an important fact.
It's not.
Because as a Jewish white person, he feels honestly
Oppressed.
that people are racist against him.
No,
what I'm trying to say is that people cannot be
I think-
racist against
all
Jews.
right, see, here's
they
the-
can hate
bro,
you.
Exactly, we're
but I don't
breaking
think they
away.
can be racist.
We're breaking
That's
away
different.
because of your opinion, homie. We're having a conversation based off opinion, and you're trying to slam that shit as fact, dog, because you done some research. Cut that shit. All right. Like,
Again, but let me go again and ask you: how many people have been shot? How many white people? Okay, let's ignore
Nigga,
the
a
Jewish.
lot.
Yeah,
how
a
many
lot.
white
A lot.
people have
A
been
lot.
shot by the police?
A lot.
The way black people have.
a lot.
A lot.
A lot.
Well, I want to say the numbers.
Then look it up.
No, they're actually closer than you think.
Dog, they're way closer than you think. Bro, like, the fucking political media is bullshit, homie.
So
They
so
like this,
So
they
the
like
fact,
this.
so the fact that most KKK members get into the police
No, this is
force
bullshit.
means nothing to you.
Nigga, fuck 12. I got
People-
that shit tattooed on my arm.
Okay, so what do you say? Fuck 12.
Bro, because they're shit towards everybody.
Everybody.
Homie.
Right.
Everybody.
They're not-
I do not
no,
believe that.
Specifically,
that is not true.
specifically black. No, listen to me,
Spec-
homie.
Oh,
Bro,
no.
just can you listen?
Or do we live in another?
Wait.
Can you listen?
Hey, wait.
Bro, 'cause
Hold
I'm
on
trying to have
one
a
second.
conversation
Hold
with
on
you
one
and you're
second.
not
Hey,
letting me
Glenn, can I ask you something?
What's up, dog?
I want to ask you something about individual institutionalized racism
Heard.
versus racism.
Heard.
Because Fonkou is equating them, and I'm trying to my opinion is
They're
of
different.
the fact that the context of each is so different that you cannot group them together.
What you're pretty much saying is what you're trying to argue is that I can be racist, that we can be racist against fat people. That's not possible.
What?
You cannot be
All
racist
right, so
against
listen,
fat people.
Racism.
All right,
Like,
see,
what?
see, no. Because one, who the fuck said that? Two, bro. I'm gonna need you to just listen, homie. Listen, okay?
I am listening.
No, you're not, because
You're
nobody
really
said
not.
shit about fat
You're
people.
arguing before anyone.
Nobody
finishes.
said shit about fat
Yeah,
people.
but
Nobody
listen.
said shit about weight or anything, dog. He started talking about his physical appearance based off of how he was Jewish, and it is historically different because they come from a certain
I only know
lineage.
he's Jewish because he told me.
All right, cool, homie.
It's because I'm
And-
only half Jewish.
Bro, and listen, and like 100%, that shit don't got nothing to do with nothing. We're trying to have a conversation about racism, not Jewish people. Okay,
Thank you.
We're trying to talk about black
Wait,
people.
Jews are a race,
not
but I don't wanna go
Jewish Jewish people.
Are they a
Like,
race?
bro? Yes,
Or is
because
it a religion?
listen,
No, they've
bro,
been
because
persecuted
listen,
enough that
listen,
they're
Fonkou,
refined
Fonkou.
to a race.
What I've been
Not
trying
the
to
same.
tell you, because you haven't been listening, is race, one, is a construct. As we already established, right? It's not, because you are, one, officially,
It is a
specifically, are you an American citizen?
A construct based on skin color.
Dog.
I am a U.S.
All right,
citizen.
so, but are you not a dual citizen? You're a U.S. citizen, right?
US
All
completely.
right, so you are African American, right?
Yes, I
I
think so.
am not African American.
What are you?
I was born here. I was created here. My fucking ancestors were here. I am American. I'm not fucking black. I'm not fucking African American. I'm American. White people, they're fucking American.
It's
Native
racist.
Americans,
Not to the
they're
system.
fucking American.
Not to the system.
All
It's
right?
racist to the
Exactly,
system.
bro.
Not
Fuck
to
the system, dog.
But that you still fuck the system, but
Yes.
the system controls you.
No, the fuck it doesn't.
Whoa, wait,
No,
wait,
the fuck
wait,
it
wait,
doesn't.
wait, Glenn.
Bro, I roll past 12 every single day and flick them off, homie. That shit don't control me.
Wait, Glenn. To be fair, though, when African Americans ever on the list, it's paired with Caucasian, and I would have to pick Caucasian.
Yeah,
but my,
exactly.
But my
Because
family,
that's how they try to set it up.
yeah,
I
but
put
my family's
other
not
every
from,
single fucking
but my
time,
family's
bro.
not from the Caucasus Mountains.
Exactly, dog. I put other every
But
single
now,
fucking time.
but no,
bro.
that's almost ethnicity. Actually, I think.
Yes, it is.
So
dog.
that's ethnicity.
That's
but
ethnicity,
we're
but
talking
they
about
have
race.
exactly.
We're talking about race, and
people
race is white,
have
black, and
attached race to ethnicity, and it's
Just
not
like gender
the
and
same
sex.
fucking
Oh my
thing, bro. Just like like it's not the same fucking thing. All right,
Yes.
like I am not
No, it's not.
African American. You are African American. That is our ethnicity. I'm not fucking black. You're not fucking black. All right, I'm American, homie. I hate being called black. That shit fucks with me, all right? I have formed my identity. That is not who I am. That is what was created for my fucking ancestors when they were brought here to support an ideology that white people in lighter skin is superior than dark and dirty skin. I'm not fucking black. Period. They don't control me. Society doesn't fucking lead my life, all right, dog? So 100%, black people hold power. Black people are not. Black people may be the oppressed.
All the way to the end.
Black
With
people
all us white
may
people
be
too, we're all gonna
oppressed,
die together.
but I have power, and
Glenn,
can't nobody take that
You
shit
have
from me.
power, but it doesn't matter in the court of in the system.
That's you
What
believing.
system? That's you
listen.
believing it, homie.
Okay, no, but
that is
listen.
them. It's
No,
bro.
no,
I have,
no. Yes,
I have
it's
gotten away. I have been to the
It's
court
me,
systems,
okay.
nigga. I have been through this shit, big homie, and I don't got a single charge on my record.
Okay.
You wanna know why?
So,
because
why?
I know how to operate,
Yes.
dog. All right, I know
Okay.
how to work my way
Right.
through the shits. Okay,
Right.
like yes,
Now-
they tried to get me
Okay.
because I was black.
Okay.
all right,
Now-
but like we're
Okay,
not down
okay,
and
But
out.
if you admit it, then
Okay.
That's
you're
what they
victimized.
try to
Okay.
get us to believe, big homie.
So what do you make of these simple facts right here? One, in U.S. history right now, there's only been one black president, and he was mixed. Two, a significant amount of minorities, which is mostly black people, are in prison or jail. Three, black people were enslaved in this country for more than 200 and something years. When you and there are many other facts that I can mention, but hold on. So when you argue as a
There hasn't been a Jewish president. Just let me say that.
Pause.
We're not even giving it.
Pause.
They wouldn't let that happen.
Pause. You're right.
Hold
They
on a
wouldn't.
second.
But big
We're not
pause.
good enough for the white people,
just
and we're
big
not
pause.
minority enough for
Hey,
the minorities.
you on the same level that he on.
I
I'm
had
gonna need you
to.
to calm down.
Oh, you're
I
right.
know. I'm gonna need you to calm down. Go ahead. Cause y'all both on some heightened ass shit right now, and I can't speak why.
So are you telling me? So are you telling me that all these random statistics that tend to point to,
Random.
well, I say random, but like, to you, they might seem random because you are saying that
Random.
as a darker skinned person that you have the same power as a white man, and I tell you, no, you do not.
No.
You do not.
We don't have
Yes,
the same
naturally you do,
opportunities.
but the way they exactly
You're
there we go.
mistaking
That's what
power
I'm.
with opportunity.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
To the system, we do not have the same opportunities.
Of course not.
So what do you make of all these facts that just in prison alone?
What do you like? What do you mean? What do I make of it? They
That
don't like us.
Okay, so what does that mean?
What do you mean? What does that mean?
It does mean that you are black.
No.
You might not identify as black, but to the system, you are black. And to me, that's what I refer to as racist.
So
And he's saying he doesn't
No, look,
belong to the
I'm about to
system.
hit him with something. So, if you decided to further in your sexuality
Further,
or whatever it is, how like I don't really know how the fuck it works, big broski, but like I be seeing you like cross-dress and shit, right?
I don't like cross-dress.
Or whatever the fuck it is, homie. I don't know how to identify it, but you see how I just falsely identified and you got upset?
Yes. I did not get upset.
Relate, but you corrected me.
I corrected you.
So relate that shit, big homie, because you literally just did that shit to me. I'm not black. I don't give a fuck what the fuck people think the fuck I am. I don't give a fuck what the fuck people no, nigga.
I am not talking about people here.
Bro, I'm talking exactly.
About the system.
Wait, you just said the N-word.
Fuck the system.
Wait. So does that mean I can say the N-word and you wouldn't be mad?
Genuinely, bro, no.
I think that the N-word is so stupid.
We shouldn't be using it.
It's so
we shouldn't.
Stupid.
But
it's a reminder. It's a sore reminder.
It is. It really is.
And you should not be using it.
And it is.
We don't.
Bro,
Jews don't run around calling
heads,
each other kikes. It's
bro,
like
old head black people don't use the N-word. They hate that shit. They hate that shit. You say the N-word around somebody who's like maybe 40, 50, 60, bro, they'll look at you fucking twisted. Like, what are you doing? They hate that shit. It's just we have taken it, formed it, and
it's weird that you mastered it.
It's weird that you use it. It's very strange.
Hold on a second. So what you guys are trying to say is that all the publicity that has been around, like black people getting murdered by the cops, Michael Brown, Trayvon Martin, all of these things. So you guys are saying that is just propaganda by the media to make us think that black people are just getting killed more.
No,
so is that not a fact that black people get killed more by law enforcement?
Here's the thing with the media, broski. That shit's been happening since, like you said, Emmett Till, and the fact that it has just been extremely publicized.
Sensationalism it has been the basis of any media. And so once they know that there's money in America, it's like that. Yes, though these bad apples are going to shine through because they're awful, and this place is racist, and literally the world and universe at this moment is coming to a head, and we're trying to create something new. This is a moment in time that's never going to be replicated unless it's by aliens. And at that point, then we at least we made it. And so it's like, seriously though, this is a moment in time where either it's the make or break of America, it's the becoming of the new. It is literally going to build the foundation of what we dreamt about.
So let me say something. So I was in class last year, right, doing my English shit, and the focus that my English professor had was BLM, surprisingly enough, and BLM. And Black Lives Matter. Like, we discussed the whole shit going on. And we read this one article talking about, damn, I done lost my motherfucking train of thought.
Take your time.
Shit.
BLM.
Yeah, I know. And it was like, shit, what were you just talking about?
I don't remember.
Fuck, bro.
No, oh my God. Black people are lovely. I just want to say.
Dude, no.
I don't know. Like, it's like black people can be racist.
Are you guys on the same page? Because you see race and he doesn't.
Well, dude, whoa. All right.
Wait, that's a good point.
All right,
that's a good question.
So here's the thing. All right.
Black people, what do you mean? Who is black?
What I see is what's in front of me. I see.
What do you see right now?
Fonkou.
What else do you see?
Somebody. Wait. Do you see race? Glenn, do you see race?
I see ethnicity.
That's bullshit.
You see ethnicity. But
you guys are saying that I'm bullshitting.
You also said that
I'm not saying.
Wait. Hey, I'm talking. I'm talking.
And honestly, let me answer his fucking question.
I want to hear about. Okay, I'm trying to hear about.
I see what's in front of me. I see constructs. I see identities, and I see, like, honestly, whatever the fuck I want to. Like, yes, race is a part of our society. Race is not a part of my mentality.
So now, can black people be racist?
Yes. Because we can hate on other people for no fucking reason, bro.
But we have no law, we have no system
racism
to enforce that.
Broski,
that is the difference.
Institutionalized racism racism are one and the same and two different things. Black people can't be institutionally racist because we don't have the fucking.
I can hit my neighbor, Glenn. Ethan. I can hit my neighbor.
And you probably.
But it doesn't mean that I'm racist.
Yeah, it just means you don't like that nigga.
I just don't like him. Right. That's
wait. I wanted to like him.
And some white dude could come up to you and punch you in the face, and it don't mean he racist.
No. Oh, wait. I think I hear what's happening.
He has the law on his side.
Hey, wait.
I don't.
Fonkou. Listen.
Yes,
hey,
I don't have the law on my side.
Let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you.
So
it's a different, completely different.
Power is subjective. Power is subjective. And that is the thing that you were saying is the difference, is power plus this mentality. And you're saying that that's what racism is. What I'm trying to say is power is based on context, of the individual. So that means that on an individual level, it's what is power, right? What is power? If a white person's in the hood, let's say, and he's around, or anywhere that's mostly black people, I shouldn't call it the hood, but if he's around mostly black people, he's the minority, and he will be treated as such.
And that nigga don't got no power, and 12 is not
And he
on his
has
side.
no power.
Bro, like I understand what you're saying, and like genuinely, you're right. I guess they have that form of like superiority because they got a good relationship with the police.
The top
but
public school in New York admitted only 3 black students.
Yeah, because New York racist as shit. What you mean? I didn't say it didn't exist, nigga. Like,
Systemic racism
about
is
when
real.
You're not
100%.
listening.
100%.
This is what I'm saying when you're not listening.
So when a black person is racist against a white person, how does that look like? What does that mean?
I'll give it to you an example.
How do we hinder? How do we hinder the growth?
Wait. He already said.
Listen.
Okay.
Listen.
How do we hinder?
You keep talking about systemic racism, bro. Listen to me.
That's
dog.
more important because I don't give a fuck what you think about me. As long as if
Bro,
we go to apply for the same
dog,
job,
exactly.
we get treated the same
All right,
way.
so
But
you-
as
other
long as do.
So
Other
you
people,
are
that's not the
non-receptive.
case.
So you are non-receptive to the other form of racism.
I don't give a fuck about it.
All right, good on you.
Those are just feelings.
More power
But
to you.
but listen, you have to
More
think about other
power
people.
to you, nigga. But we not bro.
You guys need to get over it.
Dog.
I'm more concerned about the
Okay,
system.
cool,
being
exactly.
against me.
But just because you are less concerned and more concerned, you cannot nullify the existence of something, bro.
That's like saying just because someone
Because
else is sick,
we're not just
I
talking
feel
about
good.
racism towards white people here. As I started this fucking conversation, I have been in multiple conversations, all right? And look, bro, because real talk, black people, niggas in America have been racist towards Africans. You know this.
We all know
You
this.
fucking know this. African booties, you know that shit, bro. And you trying to tell me black people can't be racist? When they've come against
That's
their
a
own...
great point.
And
They might hate me because I've been through it. They might hate me, but they have no legal system and hundreds of years of the patriarchy behind them.
Yeah.
They cannot really do anything.
No, they
So
can't.
they can just
But
get
hate,
insult
but
me.
they're still
They can
racist.
just hate me. Yeah, of course it hurts.
Hate.
But those are personal feelings.
Exactly.
Don't let me into your school. You can hate
Alright,
me.
cool.
You can hate me, but let me get into that school.
Exactly.
You can hate me, but don't arrest me on some
Alright.
petty shit. You can
feel-
hate me, but don't stop me
Exactly.
at a traffic stop just because I'm black.
Exactly.
Those
Alright.
are 2 completely different things.
And that's what we're saying.
Your feelings are important.
And that's
but
what
when
we're
it comes
saying.
to the bigger picture, I don't
It's
give a
completely
fuck
different
about your feelings.
dog. We're trying to tell you that
But do
we
you
are on the
understand?
same fucking page as
we
you.
are. Yeah, so I don't understand
All
what you guys are
right.
against.
Well, what
me.
we're saying
we're
is
not.
what
We're
we're saying-
literally. We're literally sitting here telling you we're on the same fucking page as you, and we fucking agree with you, and you're not fucking listening.
I am listening.
No, the fuck, because if you were, we wouldn't
But
be
you're
having
telling
this
no,
rebuttal.
but you're telling me that black people can be racist.
Yes.
No.
On
No.
an
All right.
individual
Listen.
level.
They can hate.
You.
They can
just
have blind
don't
sides.
agree.
No.
You just don't agree.
Your definition of
literally,
racism is different.
Opinions.
To me,
Your
includes-
definition of racism
Bro,
is just
different.
different.
Yeah, there we go. That's why I started with that. We have
is
to define.
not an actual thing. Okay,
Racism's
it
like
is
call it-
like he said,
Racism is
based
an
off
actual
of
thing.
It is
America
no,
is
no.
built
Nigga.
on racism.
We already talked about it
It's
though.
not- it's not
It's just the
tangible.
belief in
It's
a
a
system.
construct.
But
that
now
has
it's
become-
real. Just like corporations are people now.
No, bro, it's not.
It's real.
It's
No.
in front of us and a part of our society, but it is not real. All
It's
right,
real in the
just
idea that
because
we need to confront it. It's real in the idea that we need to consciously act to go against it.
What I'm
That's
trying
how
to, if you
real
believe,
it
hey,
is.
Fonkou, if you believe it's real, then that means that you believe that it is true.
bro, because
We have made it true.
If you
Just like
believe
we made Jesus true.
if
Just like we made Jesus
no,
white.
no, listen to me.
Yes.
If you
100%.
believe that it is true that you are always going to be at the bottom, that's because you believe it is true that that's where you belong.
dog, and that's not where you belong.
Most places where I go.
Right.
Most places.
Cool. Same here.
Yeah, the darker you are, the worse.
I understand,
and
but
that's what they
you-
tell you. That's what they show on
Well,
TV.
of course, it's not true.
Like exactly.
But people
so,
believe that, so it still
But
becomes
fuck
true.
'em.
No, because we are
It
a
does not become
society.
true. No, see, listen.
We function based on ideals and
Exactly.
ideas and beliefs.
And the more you accept it, the more it solidifies.
I have no choice but to
no.
accept it.
Who?
I have no choice but to accept
How?
it when the system is built around it.
The way that you
I don't
described,
accept it. I'm living just fine.
the way that you described succumbing.
Are you?
Hey, listen to me,
I'm
Fonkou.
free,
Fonkou,
bro.
listen to me. The way that you define succumbing to white standards, quote unquote, is what you said is classy and wearing what you say and saying a certain thing. It was wrong that they would say to a proper speaking black person, "Yo, you talk white." That happened to Tyree, the guy I brought up earlier. They would say that
People
shit.
tell me that all the time.
But it's because of the hierarchical system, because of the white supremacy.
You're not
They
acting
were.
right, nigga.
They really
You're
were.
acting proper.
They really
you're acting
were.
as you're supposed to.
Yes.
They have
It's not
created
white.
this divide where we are supposed to be huck jive and fucking cussing like niggas.
Maybe you act proper because you know you should, and you say and
Like, I speak in the elegant manner that I do because my mother raised me as such, not because I want to impress these fucking white people. Get the fuck, bro. I literally don't work for no motherfuckers no more because I don't work for niggas. I'm done with that shit. Every single boss I've had has been fucking white, and I hate that shit. I don't work for fucking people. I don't work for especially white people, nigga. Like,
Why?
Why?
Has most of your bosses been white?
Because we live in America. Bro, all right, I'm gonna need you. Bro, like, yes, all right, I don't understand why you're still like...
You guys are talking about feelings.
No, we're
I
not.
don't give a fuck about feelings.
No, we're not.
So, you're talking
We're
about
really
feelings.
not. We're
Somebody
really
calls
not.
you a nigga and you get upset. Somebody
who?
calls you Jewish and you get
I
upset.
just
Okay,
said I
no,
don't
wait a
care.
minute.
What the fuck are you...
Hypothetical situation, okay?
Listen.
Hypothetical situation. A black guy comes in, right? And he goes and he robs a white boy because a guy in the... no, my fucking friend, if he's getting targeted because of his skin color and he gets robbed and he gets beaten and robbed, is that not racist?
In a sense, but at the same time, it's like... With that,
What happened to it?
dude looked like a lick.
The battery?
Like, genuinely.
We gotta end this soon.
Yeah, not with... All right,
I
so,
mean,
nah, because, like, honestly...
it was a wreck.
I'll
But it
say,
was
yo,
good,
oh
though.
my God,
Wasn't.
this was crazy.
It wasn't, man. No, because, like, genuinely, I really feel like this is why, like, this group of, like, what's something you said earlier, I'm here to bridge whatever. Like, this exchange we just had is like what the fuck America is now. It's you saying, oh, nah, fuck whatever you think. I've been hurt. I'm good on that. And then it's him saying, oh, bro.
no.
But, like, no, because real talk, no, listen.
And not letting
listen,
the other
Fonkou,
person talk.
Listen, Fonkou, listen. Because just how you said, oh, no. Every single time that we have brought up on a point, like every single time we have brought up a point, whether it has been opinion, whether it's been based off of something that we personally feel, all right, you have rebutted it, you have gone against it, and
Yes.
even when it
Because
is,
you guys are speaking from emotion. I don't care about your emotions.
bro. Like, I'm still
don't care about your
talking,
feelings.
and I'm not even talking about my fucking feelings. I'm trying to get you to realize
You're
that you're
speaking
doing
from
exactly what
emotion.
you're doing right now. You're trying to tell us that we're speaking from emotion, but we let you get through whatever it is the fuck you got to say. And one thing that is important when people are having a conversation is tone.
Oh, yes.
Fucking tone.
Anyway,
bro.
okay, this
All
was a
right?
fruitful conversation.
Like, and
Fruitful.
genuinely,
But
we
I wish
have-
that you would listen a little bit more.
Like,
I think that
Wait,
I
wait,
listened.
he's wrapping up his point.
like, genuinely, and honestly, this goes for both of you. I've sat here and listened, and both of you guys are very strong, opinionated individuals. You guys come from lengthy, deep history
Oh, the
of
Jews,
people.
we're loudmouths. No, I'm kidding.
Bro, like, not even to put on some stereotypes that shit, black people loud, and like, I guess I ain't even know that.
No,
about
Jews
y'all,
is the
but-
jaw jack.
Oh, heard. But like, real shit, like, y'all tried to come together on a very emotional topic with no type of prep. Like, real
Yo,
shit.
good conversation
Real-
right here. Let's end this shit.
Heard. 'Cause,
Were you
like,
about to say some real shit?
I mean, honestly, I should
Final
just,
thoughts, let's wrap
I
up.
should just say, genuinely, y'all should educate both of yourselves a little more, based off of not knowledge, not history, because history is whitewashed. Based off of perspective, because if you're basing all of your beliefs about today's society off of what has happened to us in the past, you're always going to be upset. You're always going to feel
not
disenfranchised.
upset.
You sound upset. You talk upset. Your tone is upset, homie. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
All right.
You may not be upset, but everything about how you're speaking and the way that you're portraying yourself denotes this shit is hurting you. Real talk. I'm just telling you that straight up, and you may not even be real.
Could you be projecting?
No. You see how calm I am?
I mean, I feel...
Exactly, you feel calm, but
Okay.
you have not been. I can, like, bro, I literally.
Maybe it's a cultural thing.
Maybe it's the fucking alcohol.
It's not a cultural thing.
No, because we are very passionate speakers. Africans.
I'm a passionate speaker, bro. You
No,
saw
you're not.
me
You're
get
so
loud.
chill.
That was so
Nigga,
lit,
I got
guys.
loud
It's
about
over.
40,
This
50
shit's over.
times, but like genuinely,
Peace out, guys.
No bigger picture. Individual situations happen again and again and again and again and again to create the bigger picture.
Okay.
Fonkou,
Yes.
they are one that comes from another.
The individual
okay?
creates the collective.
Exactly. And so that's why I'm saying you weren't listening, because we were talking about prior
The collective
and you were
right
talking
now.
about after. We were talking about the same thing, but you were talking about it in a different perspective and you were not being receptive to our perspective. That's all that was. We were literally talking about the same thing. The individual, their situation, every single person tweeting and putting
That's a
out
point.
there
Yeah.
about their experiences
Yeah.
creates the whole idea that we have.
Yeah.
You, like, where'd you go to find these this collective? You listen to people's stories, and that over time,
Yeah.
like, bro. Like,
Ooh,
I
that's
was
a good
trying-
point.
I was trying to get you to hear this.
That's a
shit
good
earlier,
point.
but you won't try to listen to nobody. Like, that's all I had to say. We were on the same page, bro.
Well, I still don't like both of you.
And that's fine. Because, like, genuinely, because, like, real shit. When I used to have these conversations, I would get like that. I would get non-receptive. I would get upset. And,
Wow.
like...
That was the
and-
realist at the
and-
end right there.
And I would talk, like... And